Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's been enjoying school, those children who have been back at school. This week we're going to go, I know we've done this before, so the next few weeks coming we're going to be doing this. So we're going to be doing a Psalms walk. I know you did one last week, but this is going to be doing the same Psalms walk, but doing a different psalm. So before you set off on a walk, if you don't do a walk, if you can't go out for a walk, that's fine. Maybe when you go to school and you're walking around school, you can be thinking about your psalms that we've just spoken about. Or if you walk to school, do it on your walks to school. Or if you do have walks with your family, do it on those walks. But we're going to be unpicking or thinking about Psalms 24 when we do our walk. So who is this glorious King? The Lord, strong and mighty, the Lord, the powerful warrior. So before you set off, I want you to ask God to meet you in his creation. So pray to him before you leave and ask him to meet you through his creation and to speak to you as you walk. Hear from him, listen from him, listen to what his message is. Let him talk to you through his beautiful creation. So this Psalms was written by David to welcome God into the temple. So before you set off again, pray to God to walk beside you. While you're going on this walk, welcome God to walk beside you and within you today as you go on the walk. So let him be with you the whole way. So we're going to unpick a little bit of different verses and why we're going to unpick them. And then there's a little bit of an activity for you to do with that verse. So if you don't hear while I'm talking what I'm saying, that's okay, because at the end of the video, there will be a little picture of all the things that you need to do for each verse. So the first one is verse 1 and 2. The earth belongs to the Lord and everything in it, the world and all his people. He built it on the waters and set it on the rivers. So as you walk and enjoy the wonders of his creation, remember that everything belongs to God and is known to him. For the tiniest seed to the tallest mountain. So everything, I can't even imagine how this whole world belongs to God. It is huge, and how he has created this earth with so much detail, from the tiniest little grain of sand, and there's loads of sand everywhere in the world, from the tiniest little grain of sand or the tiniest little sea to the tallest mountain, to the tallest Mount Everest, or to the tallest tree. God created it, and that is amazing. It's just too much to imagine how amazing that is. So that's in verse 1 and 2. So when you work, just think about how this whole creation, everything you see belongs to God. And in verse 3, it says, who may go up on the mountains of the Lord? Who may stand in his holy temple? So find the highest point along your walk and climb up on it, as long as it's safe, and ask your parents or your adults who you're going on a walk with. Don't just climb up things that might not be safe. So climb up to a point that's the highest point and pause on top and look down on where you've climbed from. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean a tree or anything. It can just be a hill, and then you look back down on the hill and see where you've walked from. And in verse 4, it says, only those with clean hands and pure hearts, who have not worshipped idols, who have not made promises in the name of the false god. So take a moment to ask God if there are any areas in your life where you need to be forgiven and prayed for. So sometimes it might be as easy as paying more attention to your cell phone devices, or paying more attention to PlayStations and not giving enough time to God. And that's something that we all need to work on. Or like adults, maybe giving more time to work than to God, or not having enough time for God. So think about any area that you might need a bit of work done in your life, and on this top of the point where you're at now, pray to God and ask him to forgive you for not having enough time for whatever it may be, and ask him to help you remove all that sin and to do what's right and to live for him. And then who is this glorious King? So as you walk along wherever you're walking, look for thorns and sticks and leaves. Now please be careful, don't pick them up, don't touch them, don't prick yourself, don't hurt them or hurt yourself with it. Just look at them and remember that the glorious King of the Psalms humbled himself to die on the cross for us. And when he died on the cross, he had a head full of thorns. And look at how sharp those thorns are and how sore. I'm sure lots of you have stood on thorns, and even maybe just a tiny thorn, and it really, really hurts when you do that. So imagine that this God, who's the God of the most amazing earth, gave his son, his one and only son, and that man, his son, humbled himself because he loved us so much that he went and died on the cross for us, and he had a head full of thorns. And imagine how sore that must have been. So just think about and appreciate what God's done for us. Thank him. Thank him for giving us his only son, because now we are sin free. So that we don't have to, God forgives us for our sins, and we don't have to give anything in return because Jesus already did that for us. So I want you to think about all these things while you're on your Psalms walk. If you never quite got that or have forgotten what I said at the beginning of the video, because I've said a lot, at the end of the video there'll be a picture. Just pause it and have a read. Ask your adult to help you to read what you have to do. And I hope you have fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye.